that process take when you're adjusting a song and figuring out where to take it?
Anywhere from like a week to 2 weeks. I really excited to release a video every week. I only technically have a week to do it, but sometimes I'll be working on something and realize like this deserves more time, this deserves more work. And so I'll push it back for another week and keep working on it and put something else out. But after listening to a song, I'll sit down with an instrument and I'd say within a few hours I can sort of get a rough sketch or outline of what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just sort of fleshing it out and revising it constantly. And just sort of going back over and being like, well, maybe we can do something here, or add something here, take it away, et cetera, et cetera.
What equipment do you use to record your songs and create your videos?
The longest time I've been using a single microphone to record every single instrument and my vocals because I'm cheap.
Well, no, but I love hearing these stories, but then it's not about necessarily the money or the type of equipment, but how you get creative and make it happen.
Like I've hung this thing like upside down, sideways. I've tried to do everything with it. It's a Rode NT1A microphone, and it's a condenser microphone, and it's great for picking up, sort of the full range of someone's voice or an instrument and stuff. And so I use pretty much that microphone for almost everything. And then other than that, on my computer, I use Logic Pro to edit all the music and use other instruments inside it. And then to cut, I use Final Cut Pro. So I'm like an Apple junkie is what I am. We
have a lot of those out there.
I know. It's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like built so you can make art with them pretty much. You get an Apple, like a Mac in like GarageBand, my goodness.
You're just inspired to create.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to be a musician to make an awesome song in GarageBand, which is awesome. It's like all the stuff you need is there. I mean, I feel like the barrier to entry for a lot of people doing music or film is almost always, I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the skills necessary. I don't. It's too intimidating for me to do this because of all these things that are intangible and out there that I don't really know about. But stuff like Apple products and just in general, like it's becoming so much easier for people to do it, and just all you need to do is just delve in and you'll get to it.
What are your songwriting tips? Because that's a specific skill to create songs or to have a spin off of a song that's already out there.
I think, and don't take this the wrong way, but mimicry is a very important part of songwriting because when you first start writing a song, what you're naturally going to do is you're going to resort to what you know best. And if it's, if you write a song and it sounds like one of the songs you loved growing up, that's not a bad thing.
Don't copy it, but be inspired.
You're not going to write the exact same song, but some things are going to sound better to you for a certain reason, and some chord changes are going to sound better to you. Some people that listen to, pop music all their lives will, write with a pop sensibility, as I like to call it, and that's not a bad thing. And I find that if you ever get stuck songwriting, or if you're trying to like add a guitar part onto something but you don't know what to make it fit, listen to something that you listened to when you were growing up. Pop open your music player, get an MP3 out or a CD from a long CDs.
Whoa!
Vinyl. Pop on that vinyl.
School, man.
Yeah. Put on Led Zeppelin 5 and listen to it. But really, just find like what in music makes you the happiest, or what makes you the most pumped up. When you're listening to something in your car, or when your friends are driving you to school and you're growing up, like what was that one song that always got you going, and why did it get you going? And sort of go from there. Build from the part that inspires you the most, so it won't be hard to start writing. A lot of people try and start from scratch, and they're like, well, I know a couple of chords, well, here goes. It's like, it might work, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah, how do you just get a beat in your head, and you're just like, I'll go with it? I mean, there's something about that. It's just, you're born to do that.
Maybe.
You're just born for it.
Yeah, no, but it's like certain parts of songs will get stuck in your head, and everything happens for a reason. Yeah. So just like pay attention to it, and if you ever feel inspired, just get up and start doing something. And if you stop feeling inspired, you don't need to keep going if you don't have something full. You can have scraps of work in places, and you can always build off it later. So,
what is your advice for people who want to be doing what you're doing?
Just music?
Yeah, or
just
on YouTube.
Anything.
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
Don't let there be a barrier to entry is the big one. And Frey talks a lot about this too. Don't feel like you have to have certain things to be a good songwriter or to be successful. You don't need to have professional audio equipment. Look at Justin Bieber. He's a super talented guy, but when he first started writing songs, it was him, a guitar, and a camera. It was the microphone on the camera, and it was him just playing to the camera. There was nothing special or fancy there. And that is actually kind of what added to his charm and appeal, was how simple it was, but how good it was at the same time. But when it comes to it, you don't need to, if you're trying to be a musician, you gotta love what you're doing for one, and just do it. And don't be afraid of the haters, because haters gonna hate, and trollers gonna troll.
Can you make a song about that?
Maybe, yes.
That's awesome.
For you, I will.
Please.
I will. I mean, trolling is an awesome thing.
You should do a hater and
talk
troll
about.
song.
Yeah, that's a great idea.